Hey friends and family, this is SP with another news nugget. Today is May the 14th, 2019, and we're gonna talk about Maleah Davis. The question is, where is Maleah Davis? So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, always share, and I'm gonna drop that nugget, and we're gonna talk about this. Okay, for you guys that don't know Maleah Davis, she's a 4-year-old little girl that came up missing about 10 days ago down in Houston, Texas, and they have been looking for her. Now, she lived with her mother and her mother's boyfriend, which would be her common law husband, so it would make her stepdad. Well, anyway, she was left in a care with the stepdad, and his name is Darian Vince, and she came up missing. Well, Darion came up with a story saying, you know, the car got stolen with Maleah in it, and they don't know where she is. Well, they're looking for this little girl, and so there's question about the abuse because CPS, Child Protective Services, has been called out about a year ago, and Maleah was taken from the home about a year ago, but replaced back in the home. Now, this is the stepfather, Darian Vince. Now, he has been, well, he was on the run. They were looking for him. He just took off, and they couldn't find him. And so they wanted to ask him questions. He was, they called the suspect of interest, but there was no charges. But now he's in custody. They had him on $1 million bond, just $1 million bond. But now the judge, for some reason, lowered the bond to $45,000. The judge just lowered this bond Monday, which was yesterday. Anyways, let me tell you guys a little bit about the story. Darion was being seen last with the little girl walking into the apartment, and that's the last time they seen her. And, you know, they have, now this is part of evidence. This is the last photo of them seeing her walking into the apartment with Darion. That is Darion. Now they see Darion 3 days later leaving the apartment without Maleah, but with a big old laundry basket and a trash bag, and it's supposed to be a gas can that was in the basket also. I don't know. But anyway, Darion said that the car got stolen with Maleah in the car. Well, they found the car. Here is the 911 call when they found the car.
What kind of vehicle? It's a Nissan Altima, the silver-looking color. The license plate is 33092G9. That's the vehicle. They said the license plate on the news last night.
Now, a lot of people in the Houston area is really angry with the mother. They're saying that she knows something about it, or she shouldn't have let it happen. She should have been protecting, because that should be her first nature. It should be the first nature of a mother, is to protect the child. But, you know, she probably knew what was going on. She knew that the abuse was going on, and she probably knows where this child is too. But they're still in search for this little girl. Her name is Maleah Davis. She's 4 years old. But this is, here's a little clip of what the mother said when they wanted her to do a statement.
I don't want to do any questions. Not right now. I just want to let everybody know about the flyer. Is that okay? My name is Brittany Bowens, and it's spelled Brittany. My last name is Bowens, Bowens. I'm Maleah's mother. This is the flyers that we're passing out right now down here in City Hall in Sugar Land. If anybody wants to come out and join and support us, I would greatly appreciate that. I just want to find Maleah. I just want to find Maleah. And I love her so much. I love her so much. If there's anybody that can help me, please. Please. I just want to find my baby. I just want to find her. Help me find her, please. Help me find her. Anything helps. Share a post, share the flyer, anything. Anything helps, and it's greatly appreciated, and I mean that from my heart. I mean that with every bit of me. I'm good. Maleah is a sweet girl. She loves to dance. She's always happy. She's very helpful. You know, she's full of life. She has a beautiful spirit. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do this. I can't. I'm overwhelmed. I can't.
And more breaking news, a judge has drastically reduced the bond for Darian Vince. He is the man who is charged in connection with the disappearance of Maleah Davis. It was $1 million. Now his bond stands at $45,000.
And here's what a law enforcement source says is the last known picture of little Maleah before she went missing more than a week ago. And that is Vince in the picture with her.
Now, Maleah's family refers to Vince as her stepfather, even though he is not legally married to her mother. Last week, Vince had told police the 4-year-old was kidnapped.
But now he is behind bars and the little girl still missing.
And there's now a chance that he could bond out of jail. Marcelino Benito is live at the jail with all of these breaking developments. Marcelino.
Guys, the judge set that $1 million bond because they considered Darion Vince a flight risk. Apparently now something's changed. A judge has drastically reduced that bond, and if he pays less than $5,000, he can walk right out of jail. This surveillance photo, believed to be the last time 4-year-old Maleah Davis seen alive, April 30th, walking into the family apartment, steps behind stepfather Darion Vince. 3 days before he claimed she was abducted. A concocted story Maleah's biological father's side of the family never believed. Vince is locked up, facing tampering with evidence, namely a human corpse charges. He's not cooperating with investigators. His court hearing today reset, and his $1 million bond now reduced to $45,000.
The main thing right now that all of us want to know is what did he do with Maleah?
Maleah's mom, Brittany, showed up in court this morning. She didn't say a word. Quanell X suggested they know where Vince left Maleah.
We have ideas, yes. And I've been speaking with Texas Equity Search, and I gave the information to Texas Equity Search, and I know they're searching the area.
But the community is growing anxious. Protesters in court visibly angry at Maleah's mother, chanting she didn't do enough to save her daughter.
I believe that she's guilty because a mother is going to protect her child. any means necessary. She's just as worse as he is in my eyes.
It's now been 8 days since Maleah was reported missing. Detectives found Maleah's blood in the family home, have photos of leaving the home with a laundry basket and a large black trash bag, and then found that basket and this gas can in the back of the car he reported stolen. All disturbing pieces of the puzzle, but Maleah still nowhere to be found.
It's over until she's in jail and he's in jail, because that's what they both deserve.
Now, I'm told investigators are still working around the clock to find Maleah. Meanwhile, Darion Vince is due back in court on July 10th.
Hit that subscription button, like, follow, and share. This is SP with another news nugget. Like I always say, be good, be safe, and be nice to each other.